I have bipolar disorder. For a long time, that meant my moods were a loud part of every conversation with my parents. I'd swing from being withdrawn and cold to being impulsive or angry, and I didn't always know how to stop the hurt I was causing. Learning to show them respect didn't happen overnight. It was a series of small changes, practiced again and again when I felt well enough to try. The first thing I did was slow down. When I felt a mood shift coming, I told them I needed a minute. I practiced words like, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I'm going to take a short break and come back when I'm calmer. Saying that simple sentence instead of reacting impulsively gave me time to collect myself and prevented things from escalating. I learned to pick the right moment. Big conversations don't work in the middle of a manic spike or a depressive low. I started saying, can we talk about this tomorrow when I'm feeling more stable? That showed I respected their concerns and respected my own limits. I worked on listening. When they spoke, I aimed to listen without planning my response. I'd repeat back what I heard. So what you're saying is? That small habit made them feel heard and kept me from interrupting when my anxiety was high. I began using I statements. Instead of, you make me feel, I would say, I feel overwhelmed when it stopped them from getting defensive and kept the focus on my experience, which is ultimately what they needed to understand. I learned to apologize in specific ways, saying, I'm sorry I yelled last night. I was in a manic episode and I handled it poorly. Was better than a vague sorry. It showed accountability and helped rebuild trust. I also set boundaries and kept them clear. Respect doesn't mean agreeing to everything. It means being honest about what I can handle. I told them, I can't do long family dinners on days when I'm struggling, but I can call for 20 minutes. Offering an alternative shows respect for them and for my health. I made small promises and kept them. If I said I would call on Sunday, I called. Consistency mattered more than grand gestures. Repairing trust is slow work. Showing up in small ways mattered a lot. I educated them gently. I shared simple information about bipolar, not as an excuse, but as context. When I'm hypomanic, I may talk fast and take risks. When I'm depressed, I might shut down. I'm working on managing it, and your patience helps. That helped them see my behavior as part of an illness, not a personal attack. I invited them into safe boundaries for crises. We made a plan together, what to do if I'm suicidal, who to call, whether they should contact my doctor. Having a plan felt respectful to everyone because it reduced fear and confusion. I asked for what I needed instead of assuming they should know. Simple requests like, please remind me to take my meds, or please don't bring up finances when I'm upset, gave them practical ways to help that felt respectful and cooperative. When things did go wrong, and they did, I learned to repair. I would say, I regret hurting you. I want to do better. What can I do to make this right? Accepting their feelings and asking how to fix things showed humility and care. I also learned to respect myself. That meant getting treatment, going to therapy, and taking steps to stay stable. Respecting myself helped me respect others more consistently. Finally, I learned patience. Respect is a habit, not a one-time achievement. I still slip up, and when I do, I try to own it, apologize, and try again. Over time, my parents noticed I was trying, and that effort became a bridge between us. If you have bipolar and you want to show respect to your parents, remember, slow down, choose timing, listen, use I statements, set clear boundaries, be specific when you apologize, keep small promises, share context, make a crisis plan, ask for help clearly, and respect yourself. It won't be perfect, but steady effort makes a real difference.